the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
More laughter.
Tama po, tama.
More fun.
Sit here.
Dude, again, just a plug.
More LAC. Only here on INCRadio Los Angeles.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone tuning in. Welcome once again to another broadcast of INCRadio Los Angeles Satellite Studio. I am one of your hosts this morning. My name is Brother Paul Warren Menyas, hailing from the local congregation of Oxnard, but obviously I am not by myself because I cannot do this on my own. Actually, no, I cannot. So let me introduce to you first. I guess I'm checking out my screen right now. The one on my right, Ate Jo, how are you, Ate Jo?
Hello, Kuya Paul. Good morning. So I'm good. So hello everyone. I am Sister Joanna Minangka from the local congregation of Pasadena, hashtag PAS. And of course, we also have another one, our beautiful Sister Bree.
Hello po, I'm the other one. I'm Sister Bri Andrade from the local congregation of Santa Clarita, and then I now realize that I haven't done this in a while, so I'm kind of like, oh, okay. Anyway, good morning to everyone. Welcome to another episode of Radio Los Angeles.
I know. What is a while though? Like how long is a while?
No, because she's always in the back of the camera, like behind the scenes. That's
Wow.
why. See?
Parang ako
Hintay
yun
mo
na.
yung Paul, di
Parang
ba?
ako yun na. Anyway, today is actually a really, really special broadcast. But before we go on to that, I wanted to ask the person who was here last week, Ate Jo, can you give us like a short recap on what happened last week in our broadcast? What did you guys talk about? As if I didn't watch, kunwari.
Wait, Kuya Paul. Let me just rewind my mind because I guess there's a lot going on this week. So
Is spring cleaning.
okay, yeah, that one. So
Really?
it was
Kinalimutan mo
it was
na.
me, Brother Stefan and Sister Jaylin. So we did talked about spring cleaning. So I guess everyone did maybe you learned some tips and tricks on spring cleaning, or means like you did I
Spring cleaning.
mean no, I mean
Ano
maybe
ba?
you did, what do you call this, did start already with your house, with your bathroom
Ah,
or whatever. So I hope everyone did start just a little bit. So Kuya Paul, did you start?
not yet, but like actually, I wanted to ask. It's like obviously you want to clean out everything in your whole house, your own room. Is it possible to actually like get it done all in one day, like the whole house, like everything?
Kuya Paul, I think it depends on the amount of mess or amount of clutter you have in your house. I mean, if you already have a tidy home, I guess it would be possible to do it in a day. Kasi konting-konti na lang yung mga you need to throw away, you need to arrange things, or you need to like toss away that's not necessary or expired products or whatever. Yeah.
So ibig sabihin, pag wala kang kids, mas madaling maglinis. Yun yata yung sinasabi mo eh.
Hindi ko na grabe. No.
Hindi. Anyway, and we actually learned a lot from last week's episode, and it's very, very timely. I'm glad Brother Stefan was able to actually produce that show, produce that topic, because I, for one, even though we talk about it every year, I still need to get reminded of cleaning my room and everything. Anyway, so today we are actually like what I mentioned earlier, a very special topic is about Earth Day. Oh, yeah. Now I would like to ask our our hosts right here, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear someone say Earth Day right there? Ate Jo, ikaw muna.
Okay. So what comes to my mind when I hear Earth Day? So first things first, lights off. Yun
Lights off
talaga.
talaga?
Yeah, kasi way back in the Philippines, yeah, when they say Earth Day, so like they say like maybe let's just say 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. an hour to turn off all electronics, turn off your lights and everything. Yeah, yun yung what comes in my mind when I hear Earth Day.
That's true. That's true. What about you, Sister Bree?
I think of the color green. Uh, sorry that I when you first asked the question, I only think of the like color green and how it's very vital that we have to try to make sure that all of our plants, our trees, our flowers, they're kind of still in bloom. I think green. I don't think blue. I mean blue and green, I guess, but I think more of the green aspect that we that they really try to promote, that you have to make sure that all your whatever is
With me, it's kind of like the same as Ate Jo, that there's like a worldwide event that there's like a certain hour in the day that we turn off everything. I don't think that's Earth Day though. I remember that once, but obviously it has something to do with the environment, but it's not actually Earth Day. So for the sake of everyone, like including us here who doesn't really know, or like maybe have like a slight idea on what Earth Day is, we'll talk about a little bit about the history of Earth Day. But obviously, we're not gonna bore you into just talking about it. We're gonna play a game with our two hosts right here, with my two co-hosts right here. Unfortunately, Brother Stefan was supposed to join us today. Nakaligtas ka, Brother Stefan. Uy, nag-i-echo tayo ah. Anyway, so the first game that we're gonna do is, wait, is it just me? Okay. madali lang ang game natin. The first game is actually like a multiple choice game. Ano ba? Ayan. I call it. Did you guys see it? Okay, good. I call it select mode. Just pick the correct answer to each question. Now, originally I had the host go up against each other, but since it's we're celebrating Earth Day, I guess it's better for them to help each other. Okay, right now I'm not seeing Ate Bri or Ate Jo. So, do you have any questions before we go on?
No po.
Okay, simple lang. Select mode. Pick the correct answer to each question. Ready? Okay. First question. Earth Day is celebrated annually on which date? April 19, April 20, April 21, April 22. Unahin natin si Sister Bree. You know the answer?
I want to say April 20.
April 20. Okay, so to cover all
April
bases,
22.
ikaw, okay, si Bree, April 20, Ate Jo, April 22.
I'm probably wrong.
Good thing Ate Jo is there. Good job, Ate Jo. April 22. I
It's my
asked them,
mom's birthday, by the way.
oh,
April
happy
22.
happy birthday to you po. Diba? Happy birthday. So that's like what? 3 days from now, right?
Yes.
Yes. Next question. Who is the Wisconsin senator responsible for initiating Earth Day back in 1970? Ooh, 1970. Jonathan William, George Murphy, Gaylord Nelson, or John Smith?
C. Gaylord Nelson.
B. Gaylord Nelson, or C?
C. I said C.
C.
Gaylord Nelson.
Ikaw, Ate Brie. I think.
No, I know it's not John Smith.
Okay.
All
So
of these
just-
are just generic names, though. So I don't know. I said, how do you know this?
to be honest, all those three names, the first three names, A, B, and C, they're actually legitimate U.S. senators back in 1970. I had to look it up. Okay, John Smith is like the only non, but it's like really the most common name. Okay, good job, Ate Jo. Like, so far you're the one carrying the load for your team. Come on, Bree. You need to catch up.
I should probably study. I didn't study.
Third question. The first Earth Day was participated nationwide by how many Americans? 20 million, 20,000, 200,000, or 2 million? 10, 10, 10. Ay,
This
wala.
one, it's kind of tricky.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess it's
the
20,000.
the
I
clue
guess
is
B.
it starts with a 2. How about you, Bree?
I want to agree with Ate Joe, the 20,000.
Maybe you want to pick something else just so
Okay.
you know cover all your bases.
Well, I know it's not 20 million because
Yeah,
it was such a long
it's
time ago. There is
yeah. 'Di
20
ba
million Americans.
first Earth Day kasi, so I guess the least number.
I want to
Okay.
say C. We'll go C. Fine. Why not? Let's
Okay,
see
so
Ate
B
Joe.
and C. Actually, you should have picked 20 million because that's the
Oh,
right answer. 1970, yeah, I was surprised too. Like, look it up. 1970, there were only already 20 million Americans. So
oh
it wasn't it
wow.
wasn't it wasn't worldwide yet, but here in the United States, like nationwide, there were already 20 million Americans who participated on the very first Earth Day. And now, actually, no, not now, by 1990, so this is like 20 years right after the first Earth Day, it expanded into finally a global event participated by how many countries this time? A, 160, B, 150, C, 140, D, 7. Oh, I think so. Ilan?
Mm, maybe 150.
150. What about you, Bree?
What if I said 7? Like,
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe you're absolutely wrong. Okay, so I have 150, I have 7. Good job, because you guys did not get it. It's like 140. Last question. Hey, nako. That's like I don't know, 2 out of 4. On January 28, 1969, a major oil spill occurred off the coast of this city, which sparked the initiation of Earth Day. Which city is this? Santa Barbara, Sarasota, Myrtle Beach, ano to? Or
Ocean
C,
City.
Ocean City. Sorry, like something's like blocking it. Ocean City. So Santa Barbara, Sarasota, Ocean City, or Myrtle Beach.
Santa
Ate Jo,
Barbara.
Santa Barbara. What about you, Bree?
like
A.
Ate
Go
Joe.
with A.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, okay, fine, okay. So, not surprisingly, there was like a major oil spill that occurred off the coast of Santa Barbara in 1969. This is like before all we were born. But I believe there are still some like we're still there's still some lingering effects of this really, I would say, catastrophic event. But that's pretty much like what sparked the establishment or the initiation talaga ang tigas, initiation of Earth Day. Okay, so now that we've actually went through like a short history of Earth Day, and we know that Bree didn't really read anything much about it.
Okay. I get it. I should have read. Sorry.
Oh, Kuya Tex said gamit daw ng lifeline. Dapat we should have like a lifeline. Brother Stefan should be like on call on this one, huh? But speaking of catastrophic like environmental problems, one of them was like what we mentioned, oil spill. But all throughout these years, oil spill wasn't the only thing that Earth Day is trying to resolve or trying to help out with. For our next game, for our next game, which will be participated, and hopefully, Sister Bree I'm pretty sure Sister Bree would do a little bit better on this one. I call this game Lost Vowel. I was gonna add another word, but like, oh, that's probably not gonna get not gonna sound right. It's called Lost Vowels. Okay, so guess the words using just the definition, pictures, and vowels. Remember, the theme for this one are the environmental problems that Earth Day is trying to tackle or trying to resolve, trying to help out. Ready? Oh, ala na ako narinig. Ate Jo, Sister Brie, are you ready?
Yes, ready po.
Okay, first question. Oh, yan ah. So just fill in the letters of the missing
I got
letters
it.
on the. Okay, go ahead, Brie. A long-term
Climate
increase.
change.
Okay, a long-term increase in global temperatures caused by human activities, resulting in extreme weather, rising sea levels, and ecosystem disruptions. What is it called?
Climate
Climate change.
Climate change is correct. Wow, mababawi talaga si Sister Bria. Good job. Second question. The introduction of harmful substances into the environment, negatively impacting air, water, and soil quality, often from industrial, agricultural, or urban sources. What is it?
Pollution.
Pollution. Polluaren. All right. Pollution is correct. Good job, Ate Jo. What gave it away? It's probably the clues on the right. Good job, Ate Jo. Next question. Ito, mahirap to. The large-scale removal of trees, leading to habitat loss, decreased wildlife diversity, and increased carbon emissions. What is this?
Deforestation.
Deforestation.
Spell it,
Yay.
spell it. Spell it right here.
D
D, and then here,
E
E,
F.
and then restation. Good job. Wow, okay. Nag-review talaga kayong dalawa, ha? Next question. Ito, mahirap to. The decline in variety of life forms and ecosystem often due to habitat destruction, pollution, and climate shift. What is it? My
Biodiversity loss.
what? How?
Biodiversity.
I was a
Stop
bio
cheating,
major.
Brie.
Yeah, I was a bio major. I got
Well, finally, you got something. Okay, I think this is the last question. Wow, Brie, you're really good. Insufficient water resources to meet demand, resulting from overuse, contamination, and population growth. What is it?
Water
Uh-huh.
scarcity. Uh-huh.
Wow! Wow! What? Ang gagaling niyo naman. Dapat akala ko hindi niyo masasagot eh. Like, I should have made the questions harder then.
Same.
So these are just like a few of the problems and environmental problems. And when you say environmental, most of them are like, if not all of them, are like they're like man-made. That Earth Day has been trying to address since 1970. So as a member of the Church of Christ, and also as someone who lives in this earth, I think it goes without saying that it is our responsibility to help save, to help maintain, this world that we live in, a safer and better place. Um, for us currently that we have right now, and then even like for the future generation. Before we go on our break and before we read any shout outs, Sister Brie, so far that we've learned a little bit history about Earth Day, and then we've learned the things that it is trying to address or to tackle. um what have we learned so far? Not as far as tips or anything like that. I mean, like, have you actually imagined that this is like what Earth Day actually does like every year? I mean, we didn't really go in depth at all for that, but one of the things that they're trying to address obviously are like these environmental problems. What do you think?
I think that last year's series on Earth Day was very helpful because that one really opened up all the different aspects of our environment that are being affected by the different problems that we did talk about just a little while ago. We really went into like each part of life on Earth and like how they're being affected by like climate change, pollution, all those terms that we just answered in our game. And we really went in depth of how it's being affected and like those little solutions that we could do. So last year's little series was really great to learn more about Earth Day, and it really stuck with me because I learned a lot last year. So
Which is good. Like later on, we'll talk about like like the helpful tips, helpful tips that even like young kids actually can do. Like like there's no age limit on the things that we can do to help the environment. What about you, Ate Jo? Knowing that our planet faces a really major problem, but obviously people are trying to come up with solution. What does it tell you as a parent, as someone who has a kid that like growing up for a baby Matera, like like there's still hope for him to grow up into a world that's actually clean, but anong reaction mo dun?
For me, I guess there's still really a hope when just as long as everyone is together and everyone maybe just a small change can do a very big impact on the future. So
Wow,
yeah.
parang kinuha mo lang sa title natin ng topic natin yan, Very good
Hindi
application
yun
plan.
nga.
Oo nga, small
Small
changes,
steps.
big impact. That's true. That's true. That's true. So yeah, later on we'll talk about like the tips that our host gave us. But for now, we'll go ahead go and read some shout outs on the YouTube comment. Sister Brie, why don't you start us off?
There are many comments, but so I don't know if I'm going to be able to read all of them. Let's start with Elijah was here for hashtag OXN. Good morning, po. We have Sister Vivian, Autumn Chanel Perez. I like that your full name is in your account.
Ooh.
She says, Good morning, po. Hashtag GLE. And then my mom, Joy Andrade, she says, Hello, po. Good morning to everyone, po. Hashtag SC. Mirna Belong, good morning, po. Brethren, hashtag Elian or Lancaster. And then Ka Jab, hello, po. Greetings, INC Radio Los Angeles, tuning in from the INC Radio Orange County, California studio at the local hashtag Anaheim, setting up for our upcoming broadcast, which I believe is right after ours, right?
I believe so, yes.
And there's so many others. I think, do you have any other
Uh,
comments that
I,
you
think so. Ikaw naman, ano ba? What do you have?
Yes. We also have CD Mejia, hashtag PAS from Patricia Castro. Good morning po. Happy viewing. Hashtag GLE. And from Jose Quizon, hashtag ER. And Zeni Ilarde, hashtag GLE. And there's a lot po. Thank you so much po, Kuya Paul.
Okay, I'll read some. Maybe I don't know. If, I actually wasn't really paying attention, but coming from Ate Jo's husband, Paul Gerald, happy birthday po, Mami Joy Vicente. See you soon po. Hashtag Pasadena. From Sister Jenny Factura, happy viewing po. Hashtag ER. From Sister Jabel, LOL ka Andrew, makadangdang. Hashtag SFB. Sister Madonna, hashtag LAC. Sister Madonna, you did put your local congregation. I know it's like she's Lancaster, right? Sister Madonna. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sister Bree.
I think so.
Yeah,
No, you should put your hashtag book. So
exactly. Sister Len Sales from hashtag OXN. Happy viewing to all po. Sino pa ba? Yun. Okay. Mamaya ulit. Actually, as early as now, for those who are viewing us, let us know like your tips, like anything that you do to help out protect and save our environment. Like any like what Sister Joanna mentioned earlier, no matter how big, no matter how small, everything starts like small steps and small changes. But um for someone as young as our IC Kid weather reporter right now, Brother Albie, can you hear me? Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yes, po.
Okay, Brother Albie, can you give us the weather report right now? Go ahead, please.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Currently, it's 9:26 a.m. And the weather here in Oxnard, California, U.S. is sunny, 60 degrees Fahrenheit with sunny conditions expected all throughout the day today. It is slightly cool outside right now, so if you need to go somewhere, don't forget a light jacket or a sweater and sunglasses for the sunny today. The sun today. Reporting live for INC Radio Los Angeles satellite studio from the local congregation of Oxnard. I am Brother Albie Robert Martinez Villa, bringing you more laughter, more fun, more LAC.
All right, good job, Brother Albie Robert Martinez Villa. I like how you said your full name, Brother Albie. Quick question: do you go to school right now? Are you going to school right now?
Um,
Yes, po.
yes, po. Yes.
What is your favorite subject in school?
It's gotta be like art.
Art. Okay, brother Alvin, you have like an artist on your hands right here. I don't know if there's any money in artists, but but hey, you do your passion, right, brother Albi, right?
Yes,
Last but
po.
not least, before we let you go, what is your favorite lesson in the CWS that you learned so far?
All of them.
To be on the safe side, all of them. Good job, brother Alvin. Okay, before we let you go, any shout outs? Go ahead and greet your family, everybody, back your friends here in Oxnard and all that.
Uh, all my family and friends all over the world.
All right. Thank you so much, brother Albi. I know you want to enjoy your Saturday. Like no school. Well, thank you so much, brother Albi and sister Roseby. Thank you for allowing brother Albi to join us this morning.
Yes.
Yes, brother Albi, go ahead.
Bye bye
Oh, sige,
po.
bye-bye. Okay. Thank you so much. That's very, very informative. Like brother Albi is like very, very entertaining in front of the camera. Good job. Yeah, but like when we were talking about like for Earth Day, like half or like more most part of like why we're doing this is like for the kids, like for them to grow up in a world that without, like God willing, no more pollution, no more trash, anything like that. We're trying very hard every day. That's why like what we mentioned earlier, if you have any solutions, if you have any tips, any hacks that you have, like I don't want to use the term hacks, but anything that you can share to us, all those viewers, just go ahead and type in um, your answer right there on the comment section, and we'll still read them later on. But for now, like what I mentioned, we'll go and uh, talk about the tips that were given to us. Some of our hosts, some of them we've seen online. But yeah, like our last game for today. Okay, so word bank. This is I think okay. I keep saying it's hard, but then again, Sister Bri and Sister Joanna really does really well in these games. I think they studied for this. So word bank. Choose the incorrect word and replace it with the correct one from the word bank. Okay, ready at the jaw? At the jaw. Ready ka na?
Yes po,
Okay,
ready.
Bri, are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
I'm good. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, first one. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Cut down on waste by using more, using items again, and processing materials to create new products. Which one is it? Which one is the incorrect word, and what word are you going to replace it with? Choosing from the word bank. Again, reduce, reuse, recycle. Cut down on waste by using more, using items again, and processing materials to create new products. Go. Dun, dun, dun.
I think it's the word more, and
Excuse
we
me.
need to replace it with less.
More with less. Is this correct? That's correct. See, it just looks it's hard, but it's actually not, right?
It looks like nothing's wrong with the sentence.
I was like,
Like,
is there something wrong with
see,
this
that's
one?
where it's gonna trick you. Okay,
Okay.
but since you actually like get the feel of it, hopefully
Okay.
you'll spot the other one faster. Next question. Use disposable bags, bottles, and containers. Choose items you can use multiple times instead of disposable ones. I don't know why the period is right there, but use disposable bags. Supposedly use disposable bags, bottles, and containers. Choose items you can use multiple times instead of disposable ones.
Use reusable
Okay, instead of disposable, right?
instead of
I
disposable.
I
Yes.
think the period gave it away. See, there shouldn't be any period right there. All right, good job, Ate Jo. Next question. Turn off lights and unplug devices. Save energy by switching on lights and unplugging electronics when not in use. Turn off lights and unplug devices. Save energy by switching on lights and unplugging electronics when not in use. Go.
Save energy by switching off instead of switching on
Wow.
light.
Ate Jo is on a roll, Ray. She's unstoppable. comfortable right now. Very good. See?
He's very good at speaking first.
Choose minimal or harmful packaging. Buy products that use less packaging or are made from sustainable materials. Choose minimal or harmful packaging. Buy products that use less packaging or made from sustainable materials. Bree, why don't you take this one? What is it?
Okay.
Choose minimal or eco-friendly packaging
Instead of, so take
instead.
out
Harmful.
harmful. Wow. How'd you know that?
I'm just guessing, you know.
Oh, good job. Last question, I believe. Educate yourself and others. Learn about environmental issues and share that ignorance with friends and family. Educate yourself and others. Learn about environmental issues and share that ignorance with friends and family.
Kuya
Go.
Paul, you love mine. Share that knowledge with friends and family. Or maybe you can share the pizza.
Yeah, right. Share that pizza with friends and family. Good job. See, I thought it was gonna be hard. I was thinking, are they gonna be able to answer this one? Come on, Paul.
I think it helps that the other words in the word bank don't make sense either.
Yeah.
Because like if because like if I choose words that would make sense, then it's gonna be
It's
more
much
than one.
harder.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably more than one correct answer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. These are like just some of the tips that were given to us by actually like some our host right here, and some were like taken online, and we'll move on as they explain to us the actually like the some more additional tips that they have. We're gonna go start with, if I'm not mistaken. Maning-mani po lahat ng sagot. I know, Kuya Tek, nag-review tong dalawan to eh. Parang ano lang, parang pang high school lang daw eh. All right, additional tips coming from Brother Stefan, no? Not Brother Stefan, Sister Bree. Actually, let's go read Brother Stefan's already, since it's already here. Brother Stefan's tips, I was actually going to ask him to explain it a little bit, but yeah, make thoughtful purchasing decisions, grow trees and greenery in your community, and get involved by volunteering for environmental initiatives. And next we have Sister Breeze. Sister Breeze, why don't you take this one?
Yes, I said that we should all learn how to properly sort our waste. Nowadays, there's different ways to sort your waste, and like we've been advised to do so. Like we have our main trash, we have recycling, and then we also have like green waste bins. I don't know if that's everywhere, but yeah.
Wait, which one? I'm sorry. Which one is it?
The like green one, so like where all your plants go.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
like for those who cut your grass, most of
All like the green. Because if we don't properly sort it, it's harder for those that actually take our trash to properly like not disintegrate it, but like break it down. Especially if like you throw like a bottle in your green waste, then it's going to be harder for it to break down environmentally because plastic doesn't break down the same way as like a tree does. So
Mhm.
it's very important to make sure that we properly sort our waste, especially because you don't want them all mixed up together.
When I used to work at this store, we sold batteries before. We actually had to sort out the different kinds of batteries. It doesn't mean like they're all batteries. They all go in one pile. You actually have to sort it out. Alkalides from lithium. There was some guy who told me a long time ago that somebody who works at the dump, like, for lack of a better term, they actually sort it out. I was like, I don't think so. But then again, if there is someone, I mean, wouldn't it make their job easier if you actually, sort it out yourself, rather than trusting? Because there are some things that you might actually miss that they can actually catch over there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dr. Bree. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I think it's also helpful because if we all do it, then it's less work for them. Because I don't think it's very nice to have other people sort through your trash. That's not what I do
Exactly.
either. Anyway, I also have share rides whenever possible. Let's try to minimize how much gas is expensive too, guys. So that's also very helpful.
Oh, that's right.
Minimize our like carbon emissions. That'd be great, especially like if I'm gonna go to LA Chapel and then someone else is also gonna go to LA Chapel. I'll just get a ride with you. So
Yeah.
exactly.
Preferably the one who drives an electric car, right?
that would be nice.
Shout out, brother Stefan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my last one was to save water by fixing any leaks in faucets. So this is also like if you're brushing your teeth, don't leave the water running, or if you know that there's a leak, make sure that you're trying to fix it as soon as possible. Because of course, I think this one is also very important because we live in SoCal, we live in California, and we're in a drought. So make sure that we're not wasting any water and we use it wisely.
Okay,
Basically.
I'm gonna admit, like I'm guilty of that last one, Sister Bree. Like letting the water run while brushing my teeth, and even
Why?
when washing the dishes. See, I didn't even think about it. Like it's better to, like, obviously to have like a cup, so you can actually turn off the faucet while you're brushing your teeth. Um, and even like if you're not rinsing your dishes while you're washing it, it's better to turn it off.
Exactly. Wow, Kuya Paul, you learned so much right now.
I know, I know. I'm so sorry. Because like, okay, I'm not gonna defend myself, but yeah, like I know, like these are the things that we can easily overlook. That again, if we don't hear it from other people, that like it is something that we've probably been doing our whole lives that we didn't even know that we can actually do something about it. So yeah, thank you, Sister Brie, for that. How about you, Ate Jo? Yung mga tips mo naman.
So,
Itong
yeah.
window shopping ako natuwa eh. Sige, go.
So, first is my tips is explore window shopping before making purchases. So, um I guess everyone is guilty about this one, that you go shopping for one, but you leave with a bunch of items which you don't necessarily need, right? So let's say you go to a grocery store or grocery shop. You just need to grab maybe some fruits. And when you check out, there's a lot in your cart.
You know what they
So
say? Ate Jo? Because it's on sale.
yeah, it's on sale, but the question is, do you really need it right now?
No,
Or
but
do
it's
you
on
really
sale.
yeah, that's the case. Like that's the
Uh,
problem we all have. Like we are easily convinced like, oh, it's on sale. Oh, it's buy one, take one, or whatever it is. So
it's
I
a good
mean,
deal. It's a good deal.
yeah, it's a good deal. Like, oh, I really need to get this. But in the long run, like I mean, you don't really need it. Not unless it's food. Yeah, you have to eat those.
What?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
Ate Jo, quick question. Because I know I'm not gonna name like which store or which grocery. Because
mhm.
some groceries they kind of not trick you, but like tell you that hey, you just need to add like two more items and then you get this X amount of discount. That
Yeah,
even though sometimes you don't need it, but you think about it, am I going to need it in the future?
in the future. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it depends on the situation, but most likely it's just a trick. Just to let buyers buy those unnecessary items. So yeah, so first just explore window shopping. Yeah, just
Teka lang, before
see
natin siya, andali see, guilty na naman ako nito. What
ah
about, ito maraming magugulat nito. What about, I added to my cart, shampoo. Oh yes, shampoo. And then I'm like, okay, in a few months, maybe like in a month or two, I'm going to need another batch of shampoo. So I might as well buy another one. Is that something that you would do? Or maybe that's number three right here. Go ahead. Sige, tuloy
yeah,
mo.
okay. So
Uh,
so second tip is start composting your food scraps and yard waste. So composting can sound intimidating, but it can really be easy. So all you need are a few items, maybe some brown ingredients like dirt or dried leaves if you have some garden, or you can have the green ingredients like food scraps and water, and then you can do your compost outside, or for those that doesn't have any backyard, you can start with a small bin. So this can be used like maybe the organic materials like the eggshells, the leaves, and vegetable peels, which all of us really consume. So it can make maybe 28% of waste consumers, and then it was just thrown away. So might as well use it as compost, and then this can be turned into nutrient rich soil which can be used in our garden, right? So it's gonna, maybe you can try researching more if you really want to start composting your food scraps and yard waste. It's gonna be helpful also. And last, the tip that I can give is purchase items in bulk. So this one is really, if you can buy maybe like big items already, let's say maybe nuts or maybe coffee beans or pastas or maybe rice also. So maybe there's a shop where you can access to bulk or zero waste refill stations. So you can bring your own containers and just refill there. And that's also one of the tips that you can use, which I haven't
Ah,
tried yet pa. For the part na refill ka lang. But there are
ah.
It's free,
stores
ate.
and
It's
shops,
all
right?
free.
Wait, what was that, Sister Brie?
All these tips are for ate. Joke.
I know. It's on her list that I'm gonna try these out. No, no, this is actually good. Yeah. So, like what I mentioned earlier, see, I saw Kuya Manly, Kuya Paul equals shampoo. What?
That's what I was gonna say.
I was like, there's a shampoo Kuya Paul. Really?
Like example lang ako, kuya, sabi ko na may magre-react eh. Yung katropa ko pa palang kalbo eh. Anyway, yeah, I think like you that composting thing is actually something that interests me. It takes a while though, right? Before you actually get to actually uh
Yes.
like it's not just like an overnight thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Wow. So paano nga kung halimbawa wala kang backyard or wala kang time? What do you
Hindi,
do?
meron, you can just up to a small container. So let's say lagay mo lang dyan sa may ano mo kitchen or whatever. And then yung veggie peels, yung mga eggshells, you can just put it there instead of throwing out in the trash bin, right? But in case you have like ano ba yung mga
Bio
biodegradable na waste, I mean, you can use that. But if you don't have any, so you can use that small bin and then just wait for it to compost.
Sister Bree, did you find any other tips though that were given to us by our viewers?
There's a few. My dad said to stop compulsive shopping. So like what Atidro said, don't just like buy whatever you see just for. And then I think this goes hand in hand with what Kuya Manley also said. He said, don't shop hungry. You'll buy everything that looks good to eat, which
Oh,
I
It's
that's
just
true.
true. It's true.
yeah, if you're really hungry and then you see that snack you haven't eaten in forever, and then you're gonna bring it home and you're like, there's a reason I didn't eat this in forever.
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing if you're in a restaurant and you're hungry, you want to order everything, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
that, wow, like that looks good or that sounds good. So what more if you're in a grocery? Good job, Kuya Manly. Like, may mga tips ka pala, Kuya. What else, Ate Brie?
I don't know. I think that was it from our chat.
Oh, and just sabi ni Kuya kanina, I thought I guess he misheard what I said. When I guess one way to save water, Kuya, if you're washing dishes, turn off the faucet if you're not rinsing it, right? Like if you're ano ba, like scrubbing it with soap still. But I don't know. A lot of people are saying use dishwasher instead of like washing your ito I want like real facts, like what you know, Ate Jo, Sister Brie. Do you really save water by using water and energy by using dishwasher instead of like washing them manually? Ate Brie.
We don't use our dishwasher in this house, so I'm not too sure. I want to say it really depends. If you really load up like your dishwasher, like you really fill it to the brim with all those dirty dishes, then I would say that it might be a little more effective than you like manually washing everything.
Mhm.
But like the smaller things, like oh, if I just need to wash this one plate and you can do it right now, might as well do it right now. I don't really know the math behind like the buildup of all the water usage though. That's
Okay. That's something that you have to answer at the beginning of the broadcast next week. Okay, Ate Jo. That's your homework. Ate Jo, ano sa tingin mo? Do you really
Um,
save water and energy?
it depends on the user, I guess. So like I agree with Sister Bree said that if you really load up the dishwasher with like punong-puno talaga siya. I mean, I think you can save more compared to like hand washing it individually. But if you're just like maybe two in a household, so why are you using the dishwasher? You can just manually wash it. And I guess it would save more, I guess. Kaya po, I
Maniniwala na
can't
sa...
really answer kasi we don't have dishwasher. We just
Oh,
manually wash our
ganun ba?
dishes.
I-hire niyo ako as your dishwasher. Hindi. Yeah, like like what I said, like every I guess in every aspect that we're trying to present, it's very important is like research, right? Like even like light reading, as what we've learned earlier. Like I asked Sister Brian and Ate Jo ahead of time to read some history, like do some light reading. Oy, may bago tayong artista. Ah. Yeah, do some light reading when it comes to Earth Day. But yeah, before we actually close the show, obviously here in our ecclesiastical district, we as much as possible we do our part to help the environment, to help protect and save the environment. So before we close the show, we're going to have Ate Bree and Ate Joanna talk about some of the activities that we've had in the past, for us to actually help the environment, help the cause. And okay, go ahead, Sister Spot, take it away. Yeah,
Forget which one's the first one.
this is the one in North Hollywood, right? Go ahead,
Yeah.
Sister Bree.
This is mine. I forgot. Oh, we have our different neighborhood cleanups, especially not just in the NoHo area. We've also had various others, but we of course want to help make sure that our neighborhoods are clean. I think it's very telling to like a neighbor, or like at least if we look at our chapels and we see the trash around it that we're not able to help participate, it's kind of like you feel, oh, you want to make sure that everything around the chapel is also nice too, like we're not just cleaning up our chapel but our neighborhoods. So this
Oh
one
no,
was very nice. Yeah.
that's true. I agree with that. What
Mhm.
about this next one? Ate Jo, what's this?
Yes, the next one is our coastal cleanup. So it was really a very nice day. But I mean, the weather is not that good, right? As you can
Yeah,
see, it's kind of like maybe raining that day.
it
Yeah,
was it was
it
drizzling.
was
This
drizzling.
was
Yeah.
yeah, this was at Santa Monica Beach, and as you can see, brethren from the district, doesn't matter, rain or shine, they'll
Yeah,
show
rain
up.
or shine, we still show up there and
Uh-huh.
help clean our beach.
Yeah, kita mo naman yan, oh. Eh, sa dami ng tao na nagpupunta dyan, like Santa Monica Pier is like one of the tourist spots there in Santa Monica. Like it's impossible not to, like for the beach to actually, obviously the city tries to start to clean up. Like as for us members of the Church of Christ, um, we actually try to help out as much as we can. Very good po. Next one, uh, Sister Bree, were you in this one?
We've had this activity a couple of times, and each time, for some reason, I'm not able to go. It makes me sad. But we have our tree planting activity. We like to do it with that one. Look at I'm reading the picture. Paramount Ranch in Agoura Hills. We're kind of
Yes.
like in the. I don't want to say Oxnard area because it's not Oxnard, but like closer to Oxnard in that part of our district, where they've been planting trees. I know that the second time they went, they planted a little less because they planted so much the first time. So then it's a very nice activity to go back to and see the progress. I think it's very rewarding to be able to go back to a location and see how much we have an impact in what we can do as tree planting.
No, yeah, I think Agora Hills is like in between Oxnard and Woodland Hills, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember this day. It was actually like really hot that day, but don't matter. Like whenever you're out there, it's different, right? If you're planting trees on your own rather than you're with people, with your brethren. you're doing it like for a good cause. Not saying if you do it in your own backyard, you're not doing it for a good cause, but you know, it feels different, um knowing that you're actually making a difference. That's actually a good point, Sister Bree. And I believe the Binhis did it one time too in our here in Oxnard in the chapel compound, that we actually had like a tree planting as well by the Binhis back then. They're all Kadiwas now, by the way. Last but not the least, Ate Jo, ano to? I
Yes,
was there.
last but not the least is the neighborhood cleanup. So this was in
In
LA.
LA. Yeah.
Yes. So as
Yeah.
you can see, brethren gathered around and then helped to clean the surrounding neighborhood in the chapel of LA. So it's a good day, as you can also see. It's a good weather also. So like I said, brethren are helping each other and helping our neighborhood and helping our community, which can really make a big impact and make a big difference
Oh
in
yeah.
our future.
Yeah, no, no, it does. And I remember Sister Brie and Brother Stefan actually had to catch up with us since they actually did broadcast this day. Right? Sister Brie, you were upstairs at the time, you were in the office of the assistant district minister.
I really like this activity. I know that we did come a little late, but I like the activity because it wasn't just like the brethren, but we also had like all of our ministers and workers there helping us and guiding us, especially Kajun Po. Shout out to Kajun
Oh,
who
uh,
got the little I
like
don't know.
the trimmer.
Oh, the trimmer, yeah. And
Yeah.
he really went into the grass because it was overgrown.
Uh,
Really showed the brethren that this is what we're supposed to be doing. So that I really appreciated that. I liked
no,
it. It was great.
it's true though. It's true though. Yeah, I remember Kaji is like, right off the bat, he's like the one, you know what? Let me work on this right away. Di niya tinigilan hanggang hindi natanggal eh. Anyway, I guess like time actually is like done. We're almost done. Um, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we are hoping that as much fun as we've had, that we were actually informative in all the things that about Earth Day. I know there's a lot more things that we can talk about. Like the history, what good has done so far, but like what we mentioned, as you saw in the last slides, members of the Church of Christ, like let's do our part as well by protecting and helping the environment, because like what I mentioned, like this is like where we live in for now, and this is where like our future kids are gonna live in. So what better what is the better way to do is like to keep it clean, keep it livable, and hopefully we get to be blessed by our Almighty God to be kept with all these natural resources that we have. But before we let you go, any last shout outs? Ate Jo, ikaw muna, sino yung kasama mo dyan? Ate Jo, last shout outs.
Shout out po to brother Amador Atienza
Uy.
and the Atienza family, and also shout out to my son
Ayan
who's here
na.
with me.
Mateo.
Alright. Ate Bree, any shout outs?
I guess shout out to my family, my local, and I don't know who else. All the locals that I've been helping in your practices or your worship services. Shout out to them too, because it's been an interesting time going to each local and playing, but it's been fun. And then I guess I wanted to also I believe we said it last week too, but happy late birthday po to Kap Pierre. Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday ka, Pierre. Isa naman po ang blowout natin. Anyway, maraming salamat po to everyone. Shout out to the local congregation of Oxford. Thank you so much, Brother Albie, Brother Alvin, Sister Roseby, for joining us this morning. To Jo, Sister Bree. Sister Bree, just a quick preview. What are we expecting next week?
I don't want to say we're talking about the earth again, but we are talking about the other beings that live on us. Yeah, on Earth, your pets. So...
The germs. I thought you were going to talk about the germs.
Oh no, not the germs.
All right.
Germs are on pets. It's okay. I mean...
Well, so for the viewers, you wouldn't want to miss that. If you had fun this morning, you're gonna have more fun next week. And again, thank you po for everyone who tuned in, who joined in today. Thank you so much to our multimedia advisor, Ka Andrew, to our district CFO overseer, Ka Pierre. Again, belated happy birthday po. To our assistant district minister, Ka Erwin. Amin pong district minister, ang Ka June. Maraming salamat po. At syempre, special thanks po sa atin pong CFO Coordinator CEBSI CEO Brother Angelo Aranio V. Manalo at sa ating pong tagapamahalang pangalahatan ang pinakamamahal po naming kapatid na Eduardo V. Manalo. Maraming salamat po for allowing us to always be able to broadcast and showcase the Ecclesiastical District of Los Angeles County, California. So in behalf of everyone here po, tune in again next week. We're now, I think Orange County is following us, and then next week we'll try to bring you more fun, more laughter, more LAC. Thank you po, Kuya Tek, thank you, Kuya Manny, thank you, Kawali, thank you po.